Yeah, it's the passion.
It is.
It's,
I mean, this is not making me rich at all right now. You know, I work other jobs. But when I see that one person come in, and because that's what it did to me, I was like, oh my God, you know, like, so when you learn the right route of administration, like what we teach here, you know, that's, I think, one of the keys. Education is definitely key to this medicine.
Well, that's the most important thing. That's what we're trying to do at the Holland Club, is to educate people.
This is something that comes along with your appointment. When you come to TreeLeaf Healing Center, you get an education portion when you come in for your initial visit. It's mandatory. We want you to sit and learn about your medicine so you know what you're doing when you leave and you go into dispensary. It's a lot. And you could get a product that doesn't work for you, spend hundreds of dollars, not have an effect that you want because you didn't know what you were doing. Happens a lot. So basically we come in here, and Rico Cami is my educator and my partner. We tell you the different kinds. There's 3 different kinds, which are different species of the plant. There's sativa, indica, and in the middle is hybrid. Sativas are going to have higher THC content. Sativas are going to have lower CBD content, and they're very psychological. These are for people, like I said, with depression, anorexia, cancer, very sad people that really need lifting up. That's a really good psychological effect, okay? So then we talk about hybrids. Hybrids are a mix of sativa and indicas. They're both physical and psychological. They both have different levels of THC and CBD. These are the best ones because they kind of bring the best of both worlds in. Hybrids are also sativa dominant and indica dominant. So you can get a hybrid that's got more indica in it, like 80% and only 20% sativa. But you really, sometimes people need that little sativa just to get them going, but not to get them anxiety. So we really go over the 3 different types. It's really important that you know what you are ingesting, what type of cannabis you are ingesting. It's very important. Then we go into the different cannabinoids. The cannabinoids is the medicine. It's the trichomes on the flower that make the medicine. So we talk about the different ones, the psychoactive and non-psychoactive, just so you have a basis. These are only 7 of them. There's only over 80 cannabinoids that they discovered already, but we only educate on 7. Which is a lot. So we talk about THC, CBN, CBG. These are all the psychoactive ones. We go into the specific things that, like, THC is good for depression, nausea, appetite, energy, and pain. Fear, and for post-traumatic stress. You know, when you hit that pen and you forgot what you went into the room for, that's going to help PTSD. You hit that pen, you get out of your PTSD psychosis for most patients because you forgot it. That's how that works. A lot of people don't realize that. So, and then there's non-psychoactive. There's CBD, CBC, THCA. CBD is the real popular one right now. Everyone's talking about it. It can be isolated from the plant. It does help with chronic pain, anxiety, seizures, insomnia, and it does counteract the effects of THC. So if you have too much THC and you are too high, you can take some CBD and it will take those effects away immediately. So that's a secret that you can tell patients. If they're too high, drop some CBD under your tongue, and it's going to take the psychoactivity away without taking the medicinal value.
How long does it take?
Instant. Like probably 2 minutes.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, but that's why God gave us that. That's the reason, because He gave us the psychoactivity, and not a lot of people can handle that.
Right.
Like I can, but somebody else probably can't.
Right.
So, and also, I truly believe that you need CBD and THC together. They're a catalyst. You have to have THC as a catalyst for any cannabinoid. It doesn't work without it. Even CBD, over-the-counter hemp, has THC in it, 0.001. It has it in it. It has to.
Right. And that's perfectly legal.
You buy it at the health food store.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I. So you can definitely get it at the health food in the sense that 1%. So most people are not aware of that. Either.
Yeah, I mean they ask. It says no THC, but it has to. THC is a catalyst for every other cannabinoid. It has to be there.
Right.
So my favorite cannabinoid actually is a really interesting one that not a lot of people know about. It's called THCA. This is what a lot of people that are like marathon runners, triathletes. This is what Joe Redner wants. This is what he wants to juice. Because when you have THCA, it helps modulate the immune system, and it's a huge anti-inflammatory. But this is the best part about it. When you pick the bud off of the flower, there's no psychoactivity in that flower until you add combustion, until you add heat. So this is the THCA that's in a bud that you pick off a plant, okay?
Yeah.
You have to add heat, and it drops that amino acid off, and then it becomes psychoactive. So if you eat a bud off a plant, you will not get high. You will not have any psychoactive at all.
That's amazing.
But you will get all the properties of this THCA, which are amazing. This is killing cancer.
that is the number one that's killing cancer.
Well,
right
not
now,
number one, but this is a
THCA.
huge part of it because look, it
Yeah.
helps modulate immune system.
Right.
And what does chemo do? Kills your immune system.
Exactly. So essentially, there isn't enough research concerning THCA.
CA, yeah, and that's my favorite cannabinoid. And a lot of people don't know this stuff, and this is why we just try to teach just a little bit, and then it piques their interest, and then they want to go and research on their
Right.
own. You know, that's what we want our patients to do. We want them to be educated and take control of their own health care and know what they're doing. It's very important for you to have a good doctor, for you to have someone that listens to you, for you to be educated. This is medicine, and as patients in Florida, we need to take control of our health and be unified and do this the right way, okay? It's very important, and it's important for our industry. We don't want people running amok in this industry. We've worked very hard to get where we're at right now.
Right.
So that's why I work very hard and diligent at this. We also talk about the different routes of administration in Florida that we're allowed to utilize right now. Inhalation, which is the vape and nasal spray. We have orals. We don't have edibles yet, but they're coming. I just saw TreeLeaf's got Bang Bang on the list, so we're going to get some edibles.
Great.
We have oral capsules, which are the oils put in capsules for patients already dosed. We have oral syringe, which you can dose yourself. We have concentrates, tinctures, sublingual, suppositories, and topicals. You can use every route of administration now. We were bound to 2 up to 3 months ago.
Right.
Now we can do everything. Something we fought for a lot.
Right, and that
Um,
was recently.
Yeah,
I mean,
3
just
months ago they started where we can do every route now. So
Because of John Morgan.
yeah, it's
and
coming
it's-
along. You know, it's slowly but surely coming along. And then we talk about the different strains, and we do kind of color code them a little bit. You know, we talk about the sativas, hybrids, indicas. So we just want you to get a example of the names, because most of my patients are over 50 and these names are kind of weird to them. So we just want them to know when they go in the dispensary and they're like, can I get some OG Kush? You know, they feel kind of weird saying that. So we try to make them a little more comfortable here and talk about it so they don't feel so uncomfortable when they walk in there. So we've already talked about names and it's kind of funny already and they've become comfortable already. This is a big thing at TreeLeaf Healing. Education is key here. Like, you don't leave this doctor's office unless you are educated. And it's just important to me. And it didn't take that long. You know, it takes maybe 15 or 20 minutes out of the appointment. Gives you the time to ask questions. Rico is very forthcoming. And then you go and see the doctor. And most of my patients leave here and they have a feeling that they know what they're going to do.